Hi Leo, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly horoscope for the month of September. This is a really huge month because Mars, which is the planet of ambition and passion and action and aggression and war and combat, among other things, is going to station retrograde at 28 degrees of the cardinal fire sign of Aries, and it will station direct on November 13th at 15 degrees of Aries. And Mars only retrogrades once every 2 years, and it is a personal planet, and it's what pushes us to move ahead. And for you, it's been transiting in your house of higher learning and optimism and manifesting and education, and your vision of the world since the end of June. It entered Aries on June 27th, and it will remain there until January 6th of next year. So this is a real cosmic reset for all of us. And for you, you want to reevaluate how you're manifesting, how you're learning, how you're promoting yourself. Are you teaching? Are you rethinking how you can teach people? You're teaching people in a bigger way. You're reaching more people in a remote way. Maybe you're taking classes to promote yourself, since the ninth house is very much about publicity. Maybe you're considering writing a book and publishing, and so you're reviewing that process. And so it's a good time to return to projects you've already begun. It's a good time to search within. Mars is our vitality, and so it's a good time to get rest, but we can't really stop in this year because it's a Capricorn year, which really is insisting that all of us take accountability and responsibility within these limitations and work as much as we can. But with Mars retrograde, realistically, it's going to bring delays, and it's an excellent time for you to review what you need to learn, because at the beginning of next year, Mars will be entering your house of career and beginning a new 2-year cycle when it enters Taurus on January 6th. So again, figure out what you need to learn building up to that time frame. And recognizing also there'll be many delays for all of us with Mars retrograde, and dealing with the internal pressures and anger that it might bring up and stir up within us, and how we can manifest, especially for you with Mars in the house of manifesting, among other things. Are you manifesting enough? Are you tapping into that optimism and finding ways, perhaps intentional manifestation and meditation, to do so? Okay. Now, we begin the month on September 2nd with a full moon that takes place at 10 degrees of Pisces, and that falls in your 8th house of joint resources, and it is dealing with wounds and intimacy, and that could bring fruition to something that you've been working on. Maybe you get some money for a project you've worked on. Maybe you've been doing some inner healing work with this crazy year we've all been in, and you get some release from something. But that's the nice full moon, because it also forms a sextile to Uranus and Taurus, which is transiting in your house of career and has been on and off since May of 2018. And this could bring innovation to something you have been working on. And then on September 5th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, and it rules the mind, is going to exit the sign of Virgo and enter the sign of Libra, where it'll be transiting until September 27th. And it's going to be transiting in your house of communication, local activities and events. It's good for interviewing. It's good for creative projects. It's good for all sorts of writing and networking as well, marketing, sales, Gemini type things, because that is the 3rd house. So that's helpful in the blocks that Mars might bring. And on the following day, on September 6th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is going to enter your sign, and it will transit there until October 2nd, and it'll be in your 1st house of self. Excellent time to perhaps fix up your look. You'll be extra magnetic and attractive to others. You'll be attracting a lot of love in different ways. It'll be very magnetic. So this is a nice time also for creativity. If you're single, it's a great time for dating and meeting people. If you're in a relationship, it's excellent for having some fun, and definitely good for creative endeavors, because Venus in the first house is a really pleasant energy. So that's a nice thing to look forward to, having it in your sign. And on September 9th, we've got Mars retrograde, and that's the big headliner of the month, and that is what we've all been waiting for and preparing for. And again, it will bring delays, but it's good for doing internal work and for all of us to recalibrate, because it's been such a heavy year. And on September 12th, Jupiter, which is the planet of abundance and expansion and optimism, stations direct at 17 degrees of Capricorn, and this is transiting in your house of daily routine and habits, and that's where you're reconstructing, and that's where the collapsing of old structures and paradigms and the rebuilding and renovation is taking place for you. And so that helps at least to bring that shift and to have Jupiter direct in the sign of Capricorn, where it's been since December 2nd of last year, and it will be there until December 20th of this year. And then on September 22nd, the sun exits the sign of Virgo, and it's the spring equinox, and the sun enters the sign of Libra, and it enters your house of communication and local events and ideas of all forms, and it'll be transiting there until October 22nd, and this is a great time again for communication of all forms. The sun shines in whatever house it's transiting, so that's helpful for you for communication. And then on September 17th, the new moon in Virgo takes place at 25 degrees of Virgo, and it occurs at 1:22 a.m. Eastern Time, and it falls in your second house of income and money, and that's an excellent day to set intentions of what you want to manifest and what you want to begin. And that's an excellent new moon for financial opportunities and setting intentions and doing the law of abundance around your financial goals. And on September 27th, Mercury exits Libra and enters the sign of Scorpio, where it's going to be transiting in your house of home and family. If you work from home, it's excellent for all sorts of projects that you're doing. It's excellent for focus on projects around the home, getting yourself organized and fixing up your house and your office at home, and just for, feeling good at your house and your own comfort. And then on September 28th, Venus in your sign forms a beautiful trine to Mars in Aries. And again, Mars is in your house of optimism and manifesting, and Venus will be still in your sign in the first house. That's a really good day for romantic opportunities, for creative opportunities, and for manifesting. Really good for manifesting, particularly since Mars is in your house of manifesting. And on September 29th, Saturn, which is the big planet of the year, it rules all the planets in Capricorn. Saturn stations direct at 25 degrees of Capricorn, and we feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. And it will be in Capricorn until December 17th of this year. Again, also in your sixth house of daily routine and health regimen, where Jupiter is transiting, and Pluto will station direct in the beginning of October, but that's again where you're reconstructing. And so there's another planet in Capricorn direct, so that helps to bring a positive shift forward. I wish you a lot of luck. This fall is going to have some delays for sure with Mars retrograde, but you're a very passionate and courageous sign, ruled by the heart, ruled with love, and good luck to you.